Hi, how are you? Welcome back to Lee's Play. It's been a long time since I made a Sims 4 video, and truth be told, I kept this one in the bag for quite a while. I made this when For Rent first came out for The Sims 4, but today, as you can see, we are creating Carrie Bradshaw's infamous apartment building from the Sex and the City franchise, or more specifically, the first film. This isn't the first time I met Carrie's apartment. I feel like if you play The Sims, and you play in the apartment and maybe you've watched the show or you're a fan of the show, everyone has tried this at one point or another. But the great thing with For Rent is that because you can make your own apartment buildings, it really gave me the opportunity to make the apartment to scale, which is what we're doing here. As you can see, once I built the basic structure, I went straight upstairs into her apartment and was trying to figure out the scale of it based off what I remember of it, and of course looking at archive footage of the show, the movie, the revival television series. I used everything. And this isn't the first time, as I said before, I made the apartment. I first made it in City Living, and that was basically based off the And Just Like That, the revival TV series version. However, for this one, as you can see by the giant television, we're going after the first film, which is when Carrie renovates her apartment. She breaks up big, and then she goes on that journey and she renovates her apartment, and that house building is based off of this. And the reason why I did that was because I also wanted to balance what would make for better Sims 4 gameplay, because, Carrie lives a very hipster life in the revival series and the original, and it's not the best at satisfying your Sims needs. As it turns out, they do quite enjoy television. And so I went for the film version, which has a big television in her living room. And I really liked what they did with it. That film had a really big budget, and it was only when I was going through all the photos from the film version of the apartment when I saw all the attention to detail and production design with the throw pillows and the paintings and everything else that didn't make its way into future iterations of the apartment. And yeah, it was really interesting to go in, because I feel like it also changed my outlook on designing homes in The Sims. As you can see, I'm mixing and matching couches, which is something I'd never do in a typical Sims 4 build. I was really playing around with different colors and textures. I'd never use a wall coloring on a wall like that. However, that's the wall color she has on her walls in the first film, and I think it really works by the time we brighten the place up with lights and white curtains. And yeah, I feel like through the exploration, you can kind of see me going between photos from the set of the apartment building. But it was a really interesting experience for me to do, because I think once I really got into it, I learned so much about building in The Sims 4 in a way that I never learned up until now. Anyway, as I said before, I kept this bullet in the chamber for quite a while. I recorded this before Christmas, and we're basically going into May now. And I'm like, oh, let's finally upload this video. Truth be told, I built this when The Sims 4 For Rent was really exciting. You can see me going through the archive photos. I got every detail, like the radiator underneath that table. I really went all out. Also, I think we went a shade brighter with the wall coloring. This looks more like the house, the apartment in the film, and the curtains. But yeah, I think I built this when Sims 4 For Rent was really exciting, so you can definitely download this off the gallery. However, as we know, The Sims 4 For Rent is buggy because The Sims is just intent on giving us broken packs. So much so that I'm going to have an upcoming Let's Play of The Sims 1 where I made a heap of custom content for that, new custom content that I programmed and designed, which is going to be really exciting. So this is probably going to be one of my final Sims 4 videos, because I feel like Life by You is coming out. And I was playing The Sims 4 recently, or a few months ago, and it just felt obsolete. It wasn't even frustrated at the game's shortcomings anymore. I was just like, this is just obsolete. This just feels like an old game. And but I still wanted to get this video up because I felt like it'd be a very popular one. But yeah, I really enjoyed building the apartment. You can see I really had to... There was a great video on YouTube where Carrie says goodbye to her apartment, because obviously in the latest show, she sells the apartment towards the finale and she has a goodbye party. So they made this video for YouTube, and it was actually really good for building in The Sims because they explore every room from the set. And this is the infamous walk-in wardrobe. So these walls you see me doing, if you play Sims Home Dream Decorator, again, speaking of broken game, Dream Home Decorator has a broken wardrobe system where if you connect all the wardrobes together, if you load out of the game and then load back in, you will find that it doesn't... I can hear the music, damn. You can find that the wardrobe, the clothes come off the shelf, like it's broken, it's bugged. But if you draw walls between every piece, and then delete the walls at the end. It won't be broken anymore, so that's why I did that, and obviously I removed those walls. But yeah, I really went all out with Carrie's apartment. What made this, I suppose, more interesting was I had to furnish every other apartment around it. So for quite a short video, what you don't see me do off screen is the other apartments. So now we're going into Carrie's bathroom coming up shortly. This one I took liberation with, quite like her kitchen. So new plumbing, new kitchen appliances, because I didn't want the apartment to look too shabby. Her living room and her bedroom is so fancy now. I didn't want her to have a rundown bathroom or kitchen. It didn't make sense. And you never really see those rooms in the film. So I kind of had to take my own liberty with it. I do use the window from high school years, which allows you to sneak out the window. So we basically build a functional fire escape. But your Sims never use the window. I don't even think they'd use the window if the place was on fire. You really have to remove the door as a last resort to force your Sims to use a window that they can climb through. But that's a sneak peek there of the apartment stats, not Carrie's. And I rebuilt every type of apartment you could want. So we have a 3-story townhome like this one, we have a penthouse that's unfurnished, we have a basement unit, we have some smaller units to the other side. And what I wanted was these lots that would allow you to kind of move other Sims in at starter fun pricing. So they're not the most furnished, but they're basically furnished, and you have a vision if you want to go further with that. But it was really important to me that they weren't unfurnished, because if they were, I was afraid was if you move Sims in, like just say you move in 8 single folk for your Sim to date in the city, that they'd invite you over and then it'd be like this empty unfurnished house. I still wanted to have some level of furnishing so you could understand where you could put things. But you're going to have to obviously download the build off the gallery if you want to see what they all look like, although I'm giving you a sneak peek of it just now. I also built the apartment for the friend underneath Carrie's apartment, which was in the sequel series, although we never really got a good look at that apartment. But as you can see, we're coming to the end of the video. This is what the building looks like. We have a green, like a swimming pool area out the back. I really went all out with that fire escape. I had actually a lot of fun building that fire escape. They're all functional except for the ones on the side. They're decorative. But this is what the building looks like at night. I think it turned out really, really well. There's even a hopscotch area. It does use quite a few packs, but there's no CC. You can, of course, download this off the gallery. My username is LCInsightsIE. I'll put it in the description below. And I'm going to let you enjoy watching the rest of my Sim self exploring Carrie Bradshaw's apartment in Sex and the City. If you enjoyed this, of course, do subscribe for future Sims content. And I hope you are keeping safe and well. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.